I'm taking my house from this to this with 1.5 million Jamaican dollars. Hi.
This place, I thank you, God, in advance for glory. I thank you, God, in advance for breakthrough. I thank you, God, in advance for healing.
I'm taking my house from this to this with 1.5 million Jamaican dollars. Hi, my name is Vanessa Williams Morgan, and this is the Morgan's Legacy. Today, I want to talk to you a little bit about I'm building my dream house. I'm in the process of building my dream home right here in Jamaica. So I'm going to take you guys from the start to the finish, and we're going to be doing this together. So from now on, every Sunday, this is the vlog that you will see. We'll be talking about our dream home, and then on Thursdays, we'll just do lifestyle, food, or travel. Cool? Cool. If you're new to the family, please like, share, and subscribe to watch more amazing videos. If you have not yet done so, please go ahead and watch last week's video. Now, let's start. So, I have $1.5 million. How did I get $1.5 million? First and foremost, let's go back to the beginning. So I bought this house 7 years ago. This is a property. I bought it 7 years ago. And when I bought that property, along with my husband, we do this together. We bought this property 7 years ago, and it was a fixer-upper, right? It means that it needed a lot of love, a lot of TLC for us to move in. So we did some work, and I'm going to be showing you a little bit of that. So we did some work on the property in order for us to move in. So we took the bathroom from this to where it is presently. And this was the kitchen before. So as I said, it's a fixer-upper, and we have a lot of things that we needed to do on it in order for us to move in. So we did some renovation work on it, and we moved in. That renovation was done on our own. I'm not going to tell you how much money I actually spent to purchase the property, but we spent some money to purchase the property. Cool? Cool. All right. So present day, what is happening is that I applied for my additional fund. So if you have gotten a loan through NHT and you have done so more than 5 years ago, then no, and you bought your house on the open market, that's important to note. If you bought your house on the open market, what you can do now is that you can apply for an additional fund loan. So you can go back to NHT and apply for an additional fund loan. So that's exactly what I did. And that additional fund is dependent on, the money that you'll get now is dependent on how much the amount that you qualified for that you did not use, right? So in my case, I had $1.5 million remaining on my name that I did not use when purchasing the property 7 years ago originally, right? All right, so that brings us to current day. Cool? Cool. All right, so what I did was I applied for my additional fund, and this is going to take you 3 weeks. So you're sending your application, you're going to send in you're going to need to bring in, not send in, because you need to bring in your ID, TRN, NIS, your thing that you got from your last property that you purchased, that contract, you're going to have to bring that in with you. They might not use it, they might. And then you're going to submit that to your loans officer. If you do not have a loans officer, you can just go and speak to anybody at customer service, and they will assign you somebody, right? So you go, you send in all your documents, and then they will ask you for like your pay slip, because I think you need 3 months pay slip depending on where you are working. If you are monthly paid, if as in salary, and if you are bi-weekly paid. So you're going to need 3 months pay slip, so you do that. And you can calculate how much pay slip that is for you, depending on your personal situation. Anyways, so you take in those documents, you go to your loan officer. You do not need a deposit. That's important to note. You do not need a deposit. You do not need a deposit for this, okay? So don't think that you're going to need 10% or 5% or whatever. You don't need that. You don't need a lawyer. You don't need another. Well, I'm not going to say you don't need a lawyer. If you think that you need a lawyer to go through the documents with you, then go right ahead. But for me, I think that was a waste of money. My husband and I basically just sat down and we go through it together. We went through it together. So I think you can do the same, right? It's not that difficult. After 3 weeks after applying, it took 3 weeks for me to get confirmation. So you get a call to state that, okay, your loan was approved. And if it was not approved, you'll get a call to say that your loan was not approved. Right? So we got a call, the loan was approved, and they will tell you how much it was approved for, because you can apply for the 1.5, but if they do not think that you can afford the 1.5, they will not give you the 1.5, right? So your salary must be able to manage it. So if you have other loans or other things like that kicking off your salary, then sorry, you will not be approved for the full amount that you are qualified for. So we got approved, and then we decided to move forward with that. Right? So as I said before, no deposit is required. A lawyer is based on your discretion and your personal needs if you need that. It takes 3 weeks for approval. I'm not sure. I think it can be more than that. I think the lady did say 3 to 6 weeks it can take for approval, but we got ours in 3 weeks time. So fingers crossed it works out the same for you guys. And the disbursements are done in installments, so you will not get the money one time. So you applied, 3 weeks pass, 4 weeks pass, 5 weeks pass, and you get your money. You will not get your money one time. The whole 1.5 not gonna drop in your hand. What they're gonna do is that they're gonna pay you in installments. So they will require a site visit. So you'll be assigned an officer, and that officer will come to your property. They'll observe what you have done with the property since you bought it on the open market, because the goal is to improve the property, right? Correct. So you're going to have to prove that you have been improving the property. As for us, what we have done since we bought this property is that we did the roof, because the roof was a mess and it was leaking. So we fixed the roof, and we did the thing there. Windows, doors, stuff like that. Yeah. So when we got our money, we got the first installment. It was $500,000, and yeah, $500,000. This is the video that you're gonna see right now, because now I will show you what happened from the point of getting that very first $500,000, right? And this is basically purchasing the material that I'm gonna need, because we're doing our house in phases, because we know that $1.5 million can't do everything that we want to do. So we're doing it in phases. So the first thing is to purchase the material from the hardware, get it delivered to your property. Then we're gonna start lining out the property, digging the foundation, doing the steel work and stuff like that. So I'm gonna show you up to a point, and then next week you'll come back for part 2 and see how far we have gotten, right? I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Yes. I love this. I love this. I love home improvement videos. I love renovation videos, and I hope that I find my people. I hope that you are my people over here. Yeah, so let's jump right into that, and then we'll pick it up back after the video is closed, so we can close it out. And
as you know, most scheme houses come with these thing on the side, cistern, sink, whatever you want to call it, where people can do laundry. But I have to remove it because the truck cannot pass to go around the back of the house to deliver the material. My husband wasn't here, so as a result, I'm gonna do it, because a man tell me say $3,000 in order for him move it. $3,000, sir, move your foot. Move your foot. So I got a sledgehammer from my neighbor, and I got to work. It was really hard. I'm not gonna tell you no lie, but it saved me $3,000. I did that done in no time. I had some things that I need to work out anyway. Consider this therapy, because the lady angled that knocked that out. My son was making fun of me, saying better have me just pay the money and done, but not in my cabinet. Next thing we know, Dennis Hardware is here, and this video is not sponsored, by the way, but they are the persons who I bought most of my materials from, because we have to shop around and make sure so we get the best deals, and Dennis has good deals. So we bought 700 blocks to start, and I'm gonna give you a price breakdown at the end of the video. So about the blocks, and 1 ton of steel, or yeah, 1.5 ton of steel, and this was them doing the delivery. Speedy delivery, quick. The guys came, they pack off everything. I told them where to leave things, and they did exactly that. Love that. They did an excellent job. Only about 5 blocks did actually break in at the initial process. So big up them for that. And then, them give you a look with that extra just to make sure so anything break, it, yeah, it worked out in at the end. So they did that. They pack off the blocks at the back for the initial ones, and then that was it. The other team came in now, and they are doing the other part of the construction, which is the lining out process. So what they did, but unfortunately the steel was in the wrong place and they had to move the steel. So they started lining out, so you can see where the rooms are supposed to be, where the kitchen is supposed to be, where the bathroom is. So they did the lining out process. Here is the guy just, ensuring that they go over the plan that I gave them, and that's what they're doing. Also, we have to clear out the air because you see I have a lot of old stuff there. And then Ace is just working because he's overseeing everything. So this is about 2 days after I got a tractor man to come in and dig the foundation, because it was more cost efficient for me to pay the tractor man to dig the foundation rather than pay day workers to dig the foundation. So I found a tractor man, his name is Mario. He's awesome. He did a really good job and he dig the foundation in little or no time. I think it took about 3 hours. I actually went to work because I was working the evening shift, so I wasn't there to oversee the entire thing. So this is me in the morning now, just doing a little overview, ensuring that everything that I wanted actually got done, and he did a really good job, trust me. And everybody, like my neighbor, just tell me about it, like, girl, tractor man English, because to move around in that small space and then get back the tractor out without touching anything, he did an amazing job. This is a close-up of the thing after the foundation, after they actually clear out the extra dirt and things, so you can see how inside of it look cleaner now. So the guys will be laying the blocks, they came in and they did the cleaning out. And then the next phase, this is about a day or two after, when they started tying the steel. So this is them now tying the steel. I don't really know a lot about this process. As I said, guys, this is not my forte, this is not my ministry. I am just an observer and learning as I go along. So they did the tying the steel, and they made the part for the column and the story and all kind of other things that them tell me when we don't even remember right now as we're sharing it. So this is a close-up of the little thing, because they actually set up the blocks to use to hold it together as they tie the steel. And then this a lion and him friend them laying the foundation. So they're laying the steel inside of the groundwork, or as I said, people ask me about chicken, that me know, me don't really know nothing what going here, so but we're learning together. So they lay the steel, as you can see. This is how far we got, and yeah, them doing them thing, them line out them room, and trust me, it was at this very moment that I start crying like real tears of joy, because I was like, God, you know how far I've come, you know how much I've prayed for this, and for it to be so close, tears of joy to actually see the foundation dig really bring tears of joy to me. All right, so now let's do the breakdown for everything. So this is what the finished structure is supposed to look like. Let's break it down. How much money have we spent so far? Let's do this.